Hey, what is up guys, Shuparish here, and today we're doing something a bit different. Instead of doing actual gameplay in that, we're actually going to be doing a top 5 list of my top 5 favorite shot hissastsu from Inazuma 11. So yeah, once this video is over and you've heard my top 5 favorite techniques, just leave a comment about your top 5 as well, because I reckon that'll be pretty cool. I didn't really ask you guys too much questions in all of my videos, and I thought this would be a cool idea to mix things up from what I normally do. Anyway, so let's just jump straight into it with number 5. I'm also going to be explaining why each of these techniques are on the list, and it's only going to be shot hissastsu, so you're not going to be seeing stuff like God Hand or like, I don't know, what's the defenses Doza? I can't think of any right now off the top of my head. The wall, yeah. So there's not going to be any of those techniques, just shots. So yeah. Anyway, let's get right into it, and my 5th favorite hissatsu shot is Tenkouachi. Now, this move appeared towards the end of the Football Frontier International anime series, and it is also one of the strongest hissatsu shots in the Wonder Game rules in like main series games, excluding Strikers, and it is used by Hiroto, which is also one of my favorite characters. Anyway, the reason why it's so cool, it was the goal of hope pretty much, because in the final match against Little Gigan, Inazuma Japan can do anything, they're just getting overwhelmed, blah blah blah. Anyway, then Endo finally masters God Catch to save Twin, I can't remember the name of the shot, zigzag shot, I can't remember it, but yeah, Endo saved it with God Catch. They passed the ball up, and Hiroto was the only person, the first person to score from Rococo, and he did it on his own with this technique, so that was pretty damn awesome watching that for the first time in the anime. I was like, holy shit, oh my god. So this is why it's number 5. It would be a bit higher up on the list, but it kind of sucks it didn't appear that many times. It is a cool move, but like not one of my favorite. Not top 4 worthy, only top 5 worthy. But still, it's pretty awesome technique, and probably Hiroto's coolest hissatsu shot ever. Anyway, so moving on to number 4 here, we have Arashi Tatsumaki Hurricane, also known as Tema's strongest hissatsu technique. Now, unfortunately, this hissatsu only appeared once in that anime, but the way they did it was really cool. How they introduced it. It was, like I said, it's the last hissatsu that Tema learns. It's his strongest hissatsu, and this movie is essentially just Tema embracing his soccer full-fledged, because for the whole entire Galaxy series, he was trying to focus on bringing up the team's level instead of just going all out. And when he went all out in this second last episode of Galaxy, it was so satisfying, because I think Tema is an awesome character, and I think a lot of people hated him for no reason. People hate on Go for a lot, but Galaxy and Chronostone were pretty, interesting. But I reckon the first Go series is awesome. But anyway, that's besides the point. Yeah, when Tema went full out for the first time, he was like moving like a storm, running them down, blowing them over like a hurricane, and blowing them away like, I don't know. But that's essentially what the shot is. Arashi Tatsumaki Hurricane is Storm Tornado Hurricane in English, and it's just honestly such a cool shot how it was able to how Tema 1v1 Ozurok with this technique in the final episode, and he scored. It was sick. It was awesome, and the reason why I rate this higher than Arashi Tatsumaki Hurricane, because 1, I've used this move a lot more, since though it's actually in Galaxy, and 2, I think it's just a lot cooler, because, yeah, tornadoes are cooler than space, apparently, so, yeah. Alrighty, moving on to number 3, we have Eternal Blizzard. Now, this move is just awesome, man. Eternal Blizzard's sick. It, got its own combo technique with Wave and Crash to form Wave and Blizzard, and Fubuki uses the shot. Now, the reason why I like the shot so much is because when Goenji left for a bit in Season 2, the crew had to find Fubuki Shiro, to fill in his striker shoes, and with the split personality thing, it led to a lot of interesting plot points, externally revolving around this move, like the defender. Fubuki Shiro's so wanted to shoot this technique on his own, just to show to his teammates that, oh yeah, I'm pretty good, blah blah blah. This move has also appeared in every game besides the first one, which is pretty cool. And on top of it, it was just the general carry move. Like, in the second season, people would go to Fubuki to use this move to score points. So that was pretty cool. So a lot of burden was put on the shot, and also in the episode where they versed Ypsilon, Fubuki shot it so many times and made it stronger and stronger and stronger every time he shot it, just because he wanted to prove that he was the best, which I thought was really cool in that episode. So it's got a lot of anime perks. So yeah. Anyway, moving on to number 2, and I know a lot of people are going to be like, wait, what? Why is this his number 2 favorite shot? In general, but this is my number 2 favorite shot. It is another one of Tema's Hissatsu, Muck Wind. Now, you guys are probably going to be like, wait, what? Why is Muck Wind number 2? Now, Muck Wind's pretty simple. Is like as a concept, it's a very simple Hissatsu technique. Like Tema literally just runs pretty fast to the ball and kicks it, and it can be used for shot chaining and so on and so forth. Now, yeah, well, you see, it's good. I just think it's a really cool technique. It's well, Arashi Tatsumaki was Tema's like final Hissatsu that showed that he was like an amazing soccer player. This is Tema's like second technique that showed that he's like really learning to get is learning soccer a lot and starting to get really good at it now. I think it's a cool technique, and one of the big reasons why is the final goal in the Inazuma 11 Go series. Everyone just presumed that they were going to score with Fire Tornado Double Drive, as that was like what happened in the game, and just score the winning point. But Fire Tornado Double Drive was used to just randomly get the third goal. Like, not randomly, but it was the goal to give hope to everyone, and like that goal gave everyone motivation to power up. And when Tsurugi used Death Drop and it evolved to grade 2, everyone was like, oh my god, Tsurugi's going to score the win goal with this. But then you just see, when you see King Wiseburn in the final episode just come out, and then you see Tema running at the ball so fast and using Shin Muck Wind. I think that was probably one of the greatest moments in Inazuma 11 history. Probably easily the second best got a final goal ever in the series. So that's my reason behind it. Just that one scene made me love this move so much. I reckon that shot chain was amazing. I recommend watching it. Just look up Muck Wind Death Drop shot chain. Everything is perfect about that moment. I reckon it's well animated. The soundtrack's amazing, and just such an amazing shot chain. That's just one of the best moments in Inazuma 11 as well. With this technique, in my opinion, anyway. Anyway, moving on to the number 1 technique. This one is more understandable. I reckon a lot of people is gonna have this one like high up on the top 5 list, and that is the one and only Fire Tornado. Now, this move has been in every game. It was the one technique that was used to score in the Raymond's 11 very first match at the start of the series. And not only that, this technique has inspired so many people. Like, it inspired a lot of Raymond 11 members when they saw his amazing technique. It is the reason why Tema's inspired, because Goenji saved him with Fire Tornado. Tsurugi was inspired. Tsurugi and his brother were inspired by Goenji shooting his Fire Tornado technique. And on top of that, it inspired techniques such as Fire Tornado Double Drive and Fire Tornado Triple Crusher. And it's been used in so many variety of techniques. There's Dragon Tornado. It's been comboed with Dragon Crash to form Dragon Tornado. It's been comboed with the Phoenix in the final episode of the original Inazuma 11 series, which is when I said Muck Wind Death Drop Shot Chain was the second best goal. That was the best goal when Ichino's Endo and Domon, they ran up the field and used the Phoenix, and then Goenji just shot it with Fire Tornado. That was sick. That was hectic. And it's also inspired other moves like Dark Tornado and Back Tornado. Like, this is just the move that it means Inazuma. When you think of like Inazuma shots, you just think of Fire Tornado straight away. It's inspired so many different characters and so many different people that it's just really cool move. Like, it's just the concept of the move is simple. Someone just jumps up in the air, does like spins in the air, and fire just wraps around them. Like, it's not a crazy move like what some other things are. For example, like Goenji's Bastion Storm's pretty crazy. Like, someone's like a fire demon almost, and yeah, like I said, there's like not much to the shot, but just the meaning behind the shot, and like the fact that when Fubuki was When I said before, Fubuki and his Eternal Blizzard was the main carry of the second season of Inazuma 11, Goenji legit put the Raymond 11 on his back for the first season of Inazuma. He scored a goal in every single match besides one, and that one he didn't even play in. And he used this technique like pretty much all the time, or variations of the technique with like Dragon Tornado and stuff. Like, this is the definition of like an Inazuma 11 shot, and it's also why it's my favorite, because it's just awesome, and it's the story behind it's amazing. This one technique is just crazy. But anyway, guys, that's all we have for today. Really hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, leave a comment about your top 5 techniques below, and I'll see you all next time. So True Parashad signing out. Peace.